What's up, man? Good morning. What's up, USCJ here? It's the top of the morning. It is the top of the morning. And listen, it is go time. We have so much to be thankful for, man. I hope you're getting ready to get up, get out, make some things happen, man. Listen, man, I know everybody had access to see some of that good footage we seen yesterday, man, from the media day with the USC Trojan players, man. And oh my God, I mean, so many players, man. I mean, I can go down the list looking at some of these guys, man. But I want to talk about, it's two guys in particular. Well, three actually. It's Travis Dye, Bryson Shaw, and Jordan Addison, man. All three of those guys, man, really impressed me. But it was some of the comments in particular that these guys made that I just kind of wanted to address, man. We got to talk about this other story as well. The Big 12 Associate Executive Commissioner just been hired by USC, but we'll get to that. But I want to talk about Jordan Addison first, man. Jordan Addison, let me just say this. I am so impressed with his humility, how humble this guy is. He is such a humble guy, man. And he articulates himself very well. And he just doesn't have that big head, even though he put up these big time numbers. He makes some big time plays in big time games, man. Jordan Addison is a humble guy. And he says, look, when listening to some of his comments yesterday, he said, look, I left a lot of things on the field, and I basically can correct some of the things that some of the mistakes that I've made on the field. Even though he had this major success on the field, Jordan Addison feels like he still left a lot on the field, and so he wants to come back and compete. And here's the interesting thing. You guys remember a couple of months ago, I told you guys when we first heard the news of Jordan Addison coming, I told you guys, I said when Jordan Addison comes, I said Jordan Addison is going to be surprised with the amount of receivers and the receivers at USC. Like I told you guys before, USC has always had top-notch wide receivers, and coincidentally, just this week I seen a clip from Atlanta Falcons practice, and man, Jake London is absolutely killing it right now. Drake London is killing it. And so we've had these guys, Amon Brown, Michael Pittman Jr., all these guys. And so I made reference to that, and I said that when Jordan Addison comes, I said he's probably going to be shocked. You guys remember me saying that? He's going to be shocked. And here is his exact words. Let me read it to you. It says, this is coming from USC. It says, Addison said the transition has been easy. But hold on, let me go down. It says, but a surprise did come from the receiver room. He says, I was actually surprised by the talent that they have here already, Addison said. So it helps me to make sure I'm not being complacent. Listen, I told you guys, man, USC got some major talent. Jordan Addison is just going to complement all that we've already had, man. And he's going to, and let me tell you this, most of the people that I listen to, as it relates to, I think it was Caleb Bullock. Caleb Bullock, he made a comment about Jordan Addison. He was talking about how his speed, he has elite level speed, and Jordan Addison made reference to that. He made reference to his speed, and he was talking about, man, he said it's genetics, but then he says, of course, he ran track as well, but Caleb Bullock said how his route running is just crisp. And I think that's one of the things that we're going to see with him. He has a crisp and precise running routes. And I think, a lot of guys, a lot of cornerbacks, those guys, safeties, they get lost in the sauce when you're covering somebody like Jordan Addison, man. So listen, big up to Jordan Addison, man. And I seen him coming out this morning for practice, man. He looks unbelievable. Raleek Brown, that's another guy I want to talk about. He looks unbelievable. He looks big when he came out. I see Chris Trevino posted a picture of him coming out. He was the first true freshman to come out this morning. And my God, man, Raleek Brown looks like he looks bigger than Travis Dye. I mean, he's looking good, man. And I've been hearing nothing but good things coming from all across the board, man. Players everywhere. Everybody's saying Raleek Brown has juice. And you guys remember, it's two players I picked. I picked Corey Foreman on the defense, even though I got him lining up in the second string. I picked him on my defense to be my defensive player. I want you guys to remember that defensive my player to breakout player of the year from a defense, and Raleek Brown is my offensive player. You guys know I did videos about that. Raleek Brown but they are not going to be able to keep this guy off the field. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I've been hearing nothing but good things. They said he has juice on the field. And so listen, man, those are some good things, man. Those are some good things. And let me get back to, one more. Bryson Shaw, man. Bryson Shaw, the way he articulated himself, his comments that he made. And I think he was a little bit surprised as well as the talent. But, this is the comments that he made were very interesting. Bryson Shaw said, the Ohio State transfer safety. And he played in a lot of games last year. I think he was second or third in tackles last year. But he made some interesting comments, and one of them was this. He says, when you come through here, he says, even though he was at Ohio State, he says, when you come to, Heritage Hall, when you come to all these places, the tunnel, he said, man, it's just different. He said, it's something that's just different about this. And that lets you know that USC is just on another level than some of these other schools, man. When they're really on par, when they're really up to par, rather, USC is on a whole nother level in their game, man. So big up to Bryson Shaw, man. And he made comments. He realized there's a lot of talent. And listen, it's so much talent right now. Everybody's saying the same thing. And so this is letting you know, man, it's real deal go time. And listen, all the offensive linemen, everybody, they got, Corey Foreman. I even heard him speak. He's at 5% body fat, man. Everybody's up to par. Everybody's looking bigger. Everybody's in some shape. Everybody's ready to go. It's go time, man. USC, man, I think we're going to be in some very, 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 I think everybody was so motivated. I think the coaches were motivated. I think the players were motivated. I think everybody was so motivated. I'm motivated. Everybody's motivated to make everything exceed expectations, man. And I think that's where we're going with this thing, man. So you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Now, I want to touch this real quick. USC has just made a splash hire. USC just made this big time hire. We know that Brandon Sosna was the guy that really made everything work as it relates to the athletic department, man. Mike Baum just gave it to him, the keys, man, and he just ran away, drove around, and just did everything that he had to do. So Brandon Sosna left. You guys know he was a major role player at the USC athletic department, essentially the assistant athletic director, and he left, went to the Detroit Lions. Now USC has somebody, and if his name is this, he's coming from the Big 12. He is the executive commissioner of the Big 12. His name is Ed Stewart, and he's leaving for a role with the USC athletic department. And this guy's been in the same role for 16 years. This guy has made, he's not just a assistant of a school, but he's of the whole Big 12 commission, Big 12 department, Big 12 itself. He is the executive assistant of that whole thing, man. And so now he's coming to fulfill Brandon Sosna's spot. So listen, man, it's go time on every level right now. Mike Baum feeling it's go time. I'm feeling it's go time. The players feeling it's go time. The coaches feeling it's go time. It's straight up go time, man. So listen, you guys hit me in the comment section. I'm coming back tomorrow. You guys know we're expecting Braylon Shelby to make this a commitment at 1 o'clock on YouTube Eastern time. So listen, hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this big time. Oh, shout out Kashim. Shout out Kashim. Kashim is the one that sent me this. Kashim is the one that sent me this about the Big 12. It broke this morning. Shout out to him. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram. USCJ32 on Twitter. Fight on, fight on, fight on.